Boy. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and as you've probably seen from the intro and title, today's video is gonna be pretty interesting. Right, so as you can see guys, we are here in BeamNG Drive. To be more specific, Spa-Francorchamps in BeamNG. Why did I choose this track? Well, because it's a track I know pretty well, and mainly because of Eau Rouge. I really wanna see what's going to happen when we change this one setting in BeamNG Drive and go over this notorious corner. Alright, so the one setting we are going to be changing today is this right here, the gravity options under the environment page. Now, it's a feature that's pretty controversial in BeamNG. Nobody really uses this, apart from a select few who decide BeamNG would be the perfect place to test out physics. Either way, right now our gravitational strength is set to Earth gravity, so minus 9.81. What we are going to do today is decide, you know what, 9.81 seems a little much, and just click the moon gravity option right here. Now, if we do that, first of all, you can see the value has dropped from whatever it was before to minus 1.62. And if you saw what happened to the car right there, let's switch back to Earth, it just went up maybe an inch or two. So yeah, I think that pretty much explains what we are going to be facing today. With such low gravity, how is this car going to react? Alright, now speaking about the car, we are going to be driving a custom-built Hirochi SBR4. I have no clue what this car is based off of in real life, but the only thing I do know is that it looks pretty epic in BeamNG because, of course, I was the one who designed the thing with the color scheme. Not the car itself, but whatever. Anyways, I chose this car for a couple of reasons. First of all, because if we look at it from the side, you can see it is pretty wide, which is definitely going to be helpful when we are driving in low gravity because, let's just say when I was testing, I've noticed cars tend to flip a little bit more in low gravity, so a wider wheelbase is certainly going to be appreciated. And speaking about wheelbases, I have extended out the wheels extremely far, well, as far as they can go at least, so that I have that extra width on the base, which will hopefully help me to maintain some more control. And the next reason I chose this thing is the fact that we have these massive wings. The front wing is also pretty huge, the rear wing equally. We've got the diffuser down here next to the exhaust, which is definitely, most certainly going to help us stick to the track more, because one thing that is certainly lacking when you are driving in low gravity is grip, because the car isn't pushing down on the track as much as you would like to. So these aerodynamic surfaces are certainly going to help us gain some form of grip where gravity is not present. Alright, one other feature is the fact that this has all-wheel drive, so all the wheels spin, obviously, when we press the gas pedal, which is certainly going to be helpful in, again, gaining grip. Now, that's really the main reason why I chose this car, because of the options it has in terms of grip and aerodynamics and whatnot, which we will need every single ounce of when we're gonna do the lap here at Spa. But other than that, and the fact that it looks really cool as well, yeah, there really is no specific reason why I chose this car. It's not like it has some sort of magnet pulling it down to the track or anything, so we're really going into unknown waters, and I'm pretty inexperienced with driving in low gravity as well. It's not something you typically do, so I really don't know what is going to happen today. So enough talking about it, let's take it out for a spin, shall we? So yeah, I can still see the car is lifted, just to show y'all again that I did not mess with anything. It's still at 1.62 from the original 9 point something. Let's tap it again just to be sure. And right, it is now time to go for a lap. I really don't know how this is gonna react because, as I said, I don't have any training. But with that said, let's go. Oh boy, straight off the line, we've got insane wheel spin and an override wrist. Epic. Right, so I'm gonna try going as fast as I can, but oh boy. Can you stop? Okay. Alright, let's try this again. I wanna at least get up Eau Rouge. If I can't do the rest of the track, it's fine, but at least up Eau Rouge in moon gravity. I have to be very, very careful with, like, my throttle input because I can't forget that I can't turn. Come on. Grip, car, grip. Oh boy. No, don't spin. Come on. Get back on track. Okay, okay. We just gotta go getting a bit faster so that the wings can do their job and help glue me on a bit better. Because we just don't have any form of grip here. It's even worse than ice, I'd say. Alright, we're going 140. I'm really uncomfortable right now. Alright, Eau Rouge time. It's a lot slower than what you would usually drive it at. Oh god. No, no, no. Do not flip. Do not flip. No, no, no. Come on, car. Oh. Oh boy. I'm barely going fast. That was like 80 kilometers an hour. It's practically uncontrollable. Alright, we have a very long straight, as in, oh boy. Bruh. Oh no, that is not going to be helpful. We just lost our wing. And we're spinning off. I'm doing a wheelie. Oh boy, why did it shift? Come, oh, 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 oh. Are you finished? Alright, I just reloaded the car right here in the middle because I really don't want to do the whole lap again. So, right, let's just go. Oh, come on. Get some grip, you horrible piece of garbage. No, why are you... Oh, dear God. This is not gonna work, is it? Come on! You can't go over any bumps on this, so you're just gonna go airborne straight away. Turn! Jeez. Alright, let's go extremely slow. This is so much slower than I want to go, but it's not like I have any other choice, do I? Oh, why is it oil starved? Alright, whatever. This car is just dying right now. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's pick up some speed. Okay, bad idea. Come on, get back on. Oh, boy. Alright, we have minimal damage. Let's try getting... Oh. Alright, this isn't gonna work. I can barely move at all. Like, seriously, look at this. It's just not turning. Oh boy. But yeah, basically, it just doesn't have any grip on the front end to turn even. It's the worst part about this. And right, all our wings have just been torn off due to my extremely high precision driving. But yeah, we're just gonna be doing donuts all day long until I figure something out.
Many unbearable hours later.
Alright, so because moon gravity was a lot more challenging than I expected, so I've decided to give Mars gravity a shot because it's one of the closest planets to Earth and it also has a pretty low gravitational field. So Earth is again minus 9.81, but Mars is minus 3.71. So we have some minus 2, I don't know, I'm not really good at math, but whatever. I have like minus 2, whatever the unit is, more gravity on Mars than on the moon. So it's still really low. It's a lot lower than Earth's 9.81, but it's substantially better than moon's gravity. So let's see if it's gonna be at least somewhat controllable here. So gonna get back to home, perfectly positioned. We're still at Mars gravity, so I don't know, let's give it a shot, I guess. Alright, so again, we still don't have as much grip as we could have on Earth. So yes, it's gonna be, again, difficult, but oh boy. Yeah, you can feel it's slightly better. It's not a substantial amount more sort of grippy than if you were on Earth, but it's a lot better than the moon. You're not just flying off. So, oh boy, we're picking up some serious speed here. And yeah, we have to start braking pretty early because since you don't have much grip, the brakes lock a lot easier. Oh boy. Alright, let's not hit the wall. Okay. Saved that pretty well, I guess. Get backing on track. Okay. Yeah. You really don't want to wiggle the car too much because it just becomes so unstable after that. Alright, we're gonna start braking early once again. You have to be very careful. Try not to over-rev it while we're at. So, okay. Decently around the chicane here. It's extremely slow. Ah, I've punctured my right rear tire. Alright, you know what, we're just gonna keep going, I don't really care. Alright, I think I should probably care a bit more. Alright, we respawned back where we spun out and lost the tires, so let's just keep going, I guess. I really don't know what else to do. Not like I can tweak much to make it drive better in outer space. Oh boy, come on. It's just a totally different driving dynamic than if you were on Earth. Like, you need to be extremely precise with everything and brake so much earlier. You're going a lot slower as well because you just can't control it once you're going too fast. Alright, we get back to braking once more. And you really have to modulate the brakes because you really, oh boy. Where was I? Oh yeah, you really have to modulate the brakes because if you grab them too hard, because there's no force resisting them, it's just gonna lock up, which you really don't want, especially when you don't have any form of grip. So right, we're just slowly going with the brakes right here. It's still locking up. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna just take it nice and easy through here. Okay, that went fairly well. I managed to stick to the racing line. We're gonna go off. Oh boy. I just want to do one lap. Just one. Alright, back on track. Yeah, there's pretty much no way I'm gonna be able to do one full lap without spinning or doing just, I don't know, just, there's no way I'm gonna get a perfect lap sticking to the racing line and all, because you just, I don't really know how to explain it, you just can't. Like, seriously, there's just no grip at all. I'm running racing slicks. The tires are heated up. Oh boy. Come on, no! just worked. Alright, back on track again. Yeah, this bit of the curb is different in like the race crew model versus the BeamNG model. I don't know why, but alright, whatever. Anyways, right, final chicane. Gonna brake a lot earlier and still go off slightly. Who cares? Alright, come on, turn in! No, don't. Alright, I don't even want to know how long that lap was. And it's not like I have a timer either. Alright, let's try getting at least this bit in Eau Rouge perfect. Come on, turn. Alright, the goal is not to stick to the racing line, it's to at least stay within the racetrack. So, alright, let's get going a bit faster. But yeah, you do notice, once you're going fast, the wings seriously start doing their job and glue you onto the track. Oh boy. Come on, no. Oh! Alright, that was a lot closer than I wanted it to be, but I mean, sure, we're off the track and all, so whatever, we kind of failed our mission, but it is going pretty decently through here. And yeah, I can certainly feel the faster you go, the wings are really doing their job and punching you onto the track, but it's not as much as I would like it to. I did not brake there. Come on. Oh boy. Our wing is just flying wherever it wants. Sure. Well guys, unfortunately I have to tell you that this was nowhere near a real representation of what racing in space would be like. Mainly because of the lack of an atmosphere. Space is just a vacuum. Don't forget that. There isn't anything in space except space dust. So there's no forms of like oxygen or nitrogen or anything. Now that's important for a couple of reasons. Mainly the fact that an engine runs by basically creating small explosions inside your cylinders, which are then transferred straight to your transmission, through your drive shaft, to your wheels, and finally to the ground so that you can move forward. And if you listened to me carefully, you heard the words explosions, which is basically fire. If you have seen a fire triangle in your life at any point, you probably know that you need all three factors for combustion to occur. But we don't have air in space, so there's gonna be no oxygen for a flame, and because you need all three factors, getting rid of one basically means you ain't gonna go anywhere. We have fuel from the fuel tank, obviously, and ignition sources from the spark plugs, but not the oxygen that is crucial for an engine. So again, why sort of engines do struggle in higher altitudes, because they just don't get enough oxygen they need. The other point is the fact that these aerodynamic surfaces were all just a bunch of garbage that I talked about, because again, you don't have air, so those really don't do anything in space except like maybe add some more weight onto your car. Basically, they're gonna be completely useless in space, because if there isn't any air to flow over them and suck you down onto the track, yeah, they don't do anything, just to sum it up so that it's simple for you guys to understand. Right, but there are a couple of ways you can combat these two factors. First of all, you could possibly pump in air into your engine, but that'll just be horribly complicated and just inefficient overall. But the next alternative would be electric vehicles. So chances are you can drive your fancy Mustang Mach-E 1400 in space. Well, at least until the batteries run out then, but you do have solar panels out in space so you can charge up pretty quickly. But yeah, for the aerodynamics aspect, it's practically impossible to combat it because you can't really create an atmosphere while being in space. The atmosphere needs to be contained, and I'm not any sort of astrophysicist to tell you how that should be done, so I'm just not gonna dive in too deep. However, the main problem with driving in space is the fact that you don't have grip. But that could be combated in a couple of ways. First of all, you could have maybe an electromagnet inside the car somewhere which magnetically pulls you towards your racetrack. So if there is any form of metal on the racetrack and you had an electromagnet in the car, it would more or less suck you down onto the racetrack like how a maglev train works, just in the opposite direction. So yeah, those are really the only few ways I could think of which would help you drive in space, but if you do have any other ideas, just leave them down in the comments. I'd be more than happy to read them. Essentially, what we have learned today is that racing in space is pretty impossible. Not to mention the insane logistics you would need to ship an entire race team along with media, food, whatever into space, and to build a track in the first place. So it's just impractical, and yeah, there's probably not going to be any intergalactic racing for a long time. Well guys, I had a lot of fun attempting to drive in outer space today. Even though I spun a few hundred times and lost a few tens of thousands of dollars worth of carbon fiber, it was pretty fun if I am being honest. This is the one thing I just love about BeamNG. You can essentially do whatever you want. You are basically a god in this car world, which, well, let's just say I appreciate a little bit too much. Alrighty, so that's basically all we had to do with this car and track, but don't you think I'm done with BeamNG one bit. I am so coming back to this incredible simulator because, I mean, what can you not do in this? You will never run short of video ideas if you are in BeamNG. So yeah, certainly something I will appreciate throughout the coming years. But for this month at least, I have a feeling that there may or may not be another BeamNG video coming up along with a brand new set of hardware. Ooh, sounds interesting, doesn't it? So yeah, just be subscribed and have your notifications on, and you can be one of the first people to watch my videos every time they get posted. With that said guys, please do share this video with whoever you know. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers before the end of the year, and I have a feeling we could certainly do it because we just need 20 more. But other than that guys, I'm really out of time here. I gotta get back to editing, and I have a lot of stuff planned for today, so my name is John Chandasena. We just proved that racing in space is a really bad idea, and I'll see you in the next one.